Welcome to Francis Reads the Bible. Today I'm moving on to Genesis chapter 20. And please don't forget to subscribe because I don't post Saturdays and Sundays. Saturday is Sabbath and Sunday is church day. I'm still figuring that out, but I don't post Saturdays and Sundays. So at least if you subscribe or follow, you know when to get notifications or know when I post during the week. So Genesis 20 is about Abraham and Abimelech. So it wasn't Abraham like I've been pronouncing. It's Abraham. Same way Absalom is Absalom in Hebrew. I don't know how I forgot and I still saying Abraham. Gosh, Francis. So Abraham moved from Mamre to the southern part of Canaan and he lived there between Kadesh and Shur. Later, while he was living in Gerar, he said that his wife Sarah was his sister. So King Abimelech or Avimelech of Gerar had Sarah brought to him. This is not the first time Abraham will be doing something like this. When he was still Abram or Abram, he said to the king of Egypt, because he was scared of being killed and he wanted material, whatever. He told the king of Egypt that his wife was his sister. And the king of Egypt married Sarah, and so the king of Egypt married Sarai at the time, and of course they slept with his wife many times, but then Sarai was barren, so she didn't have children, and he gave Abraham lots of material gifts, yeah, and all that. Yes, gold, sheep, everything. He gave him a lot. And now, then is Sarah is 90 years old at presently. She's 90 now. So Sarah must be so hot, like she must be gorgeous, a very beautiful woman. That a whole king, so many kings have looked at this beautiful woman. And even now at the age of 90, King Abimelech is looking at her like, oh, she's fine. And he had Sarah brought to him. And he was going to take her as a wife. Since she was Abraham's sister. This is not the first time Abraham is doing this, you know. So this is happening again. When the king of Egypt married Sarai, people died, lots of things, calamity befell them. And in asking his magicians and everybody else, that's how they discovered, oh, this lady is not really this guy's sister. They're actually husband and wife. So for Abimelech, one night God appeared to him in a dream and he said to him, Abimelech, you are going to die because you have taken this woman. She's already married. But Abimelech had not come near her, as in he hadn't had sex with her at all. And he said, Lord, I am innocent. Would you destroy me and my people? Abraham himself said she was his sister, and she said the same thing. I did this with a clear conscience and I have done no wrong. Exactly, he did nothing wrong. You know, they both said, yes, we're brother and sister. Nobody said they were husband and wife. And Abraham was looking, and this dude, this king Abimelech, married his wife, and he said nothing. But God must have really liked Abimelech to come give him a warning because he didn't warn the king of Egypt, but King Abimelech is being warned by God and he recognized who God was. I think he had a relationship with God. And like, Lord, I'm innocent. Will you he had all that conversation with God and telling God, like, it's not my fault. I didn't know. I didn't know. Don't Will you punish me for something I have no idea about? They lied and I'm innocent. Then God told him in the dream, yes, I know that you did it with a clear conscience. So I kept you from sinning against me and did not let you touch her. You see, he had a relationship with God. He knew God. What I'm learning from this is that sometimes God can keep us from sinning against him. Imagine, um, I'm just imagining how many weeks, months he'd been married to Sarah, and maybe times he would want to have sex, maybe he will sleep off, Something will happen. Maybe he will travel, or she'll be on her period, or he'll be sick. Okay, she was past menopause, or he'll be sick, or he won't feel up to it for weeks, months. He never touched her. God said, I kept you from sinning against me and did not let you touch her. But now give that woman back to her husband. He's a prophet, and he will pray for you so that you will not die. But if you do not give her back, I warn you that you are going to die, you and all your people. Like, this is a dream of revelation and guidance at the same time. God came to warn him, reveal things to him, and direct him, give him direction. Do this or else. See, review, this is what's going on. See what's going to happen. Do this or else. I need such kind of dreams. I need this kind of dreams. Dreams of revelation, guidance, direction. So early the next morning, Avimelech called all his officials and told them what had happened, and they were terrified. Look at the calamity that almost befell them without them even knowing. Then Avimelech called Abraham and asked, what have you done to us? What wrong have I done to you to make you bring disaster on me and my kingdom? No one should ever do what you have done to me. Why did you do it? Like, guy was perplexed. He was shocked. He was irritated. Like, how can you give your wife away? Not that you even lied that she was not your wife, or you a lie of omission. You said she was your sister, and you watched me marry her. I could have been sleeping with this woman for all you know, and you were okay with it, like your wife. And imagine having Melek's shock. So you have to ask him, why did you do it? Why all this? Why did you almost let me die for something I knew nothing about? So Abraham answered, I thought that there would be no one here who has reverence for God, and that they would kill me to get to my wife. Like, Sarah must have been so beautiful, gorgeous, like a damsel, like top notch, like the most beautiful woman in the world for everyone to want her. And Abraham being scared for his life. No excuses, but yeah, she really is my sister. Yeah, she was, because Sarah was his father's daughter. He and Sarah were brother and sister, but from different mothers, but from the same father. And he married his sister. So when God sent me in 13, he said, so when God sent me from my father's house into foreign lands, I said to her, you can show how loyal you are to me by telling everyone that I am your brother. Don't tell people I'm your husband. Show me you love me. Show me you love me. Show me you're my ride or die. Show me how loyal to me you are by telling people I'm not your husband but your brother and you're my sister. And then all these kings can marry you and you can sleep with them. I remember a case I heard about years back about some guy who told his wife to lie to his boss that they were brother and sister, and she was sleeping with his boss, with the husband's boss, and the boss was giving the husband material things, because the husband realized that the boss wanted the wife and he lied, and he became wealthy through it. That's just, yeah. Anyways, if you want to know my thoughts on what Abraham did, I did that in the previous episode with the king of Egypt, previous chapter. And this is wrong on all levels, man. Wrong. Imagine letting your wife get married to other people, sleep with other people. These are the new accounts we were told in the Bible, because you're afraid. He could have gone to God and told God, see, oh, please help me. Don't let these people kill me. Don't let these people take my wife away from me, and stuck to the truth. Like I said, Abraham was human. He did some not so good things, some despicable things, if you ask me. But God had made a covenant with him, and God kept it, and God saved him from himself. You know, Sometimes though, God warns his people, giving them revelation that man or woman, avoid that person. That person is going to lead you into lust, into sexual sin, into this, into that. Cut off from that relationship, cut off from that friendship. Don't do this, don't do that. Yeah, I've had one or two, yeah, experience, but not through dreams. I wish. So then Abimelech gave Sarah back to Abraham, and at the same time, he gave him sheep, cattle, slaves, added to his wealth. He said to Abraham, "Here is my whole land, live anywhere you like." He said to Sarah, "I am giving your brother 1,000 pieces of silver as proof to all who are with you that you are innocent. Everyone will know that you have done no wrong. Like, I have not slept with you. You are still untouched by me. You're pure. You didn't do anything wrong when you were my wife. Anything wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't defile yourself." This was the period where Sarah was supposed to get pregnant and give birth to the son that God had promised Abraham. But he gave her to some other man. What if this guy had slept with her and then she now got pregnant? Oh my gosh. You know? But God kept him from sleeping with Sarah. But that was not the case when it was the Egyptian king. He married this lady for years. It's crazy. So he set her free, or like, "See, your hands are clean, my hands are clean." And then because of what happened to Sarah, Abraham's wife, the Lord had made it impossible for any woman in Abimelech's palace to have children. So Abraham prayed for Abimelech, and God healed him. He also healed his wife and his slave women so that they could have children. Just imagine the calamity. This is like plagues. From one step was nobody getting pregnant in Abimelech's household, meaning Sarah was there for a long while, for months, and nobody could take in because of her. And then it's crazy that it's the same person who brought this calamity on Abimelech that had to pray for him for that calamity to pass. Like I said, Abraham could have just met God and said, "God, see you, let this king not want my wife, you know, and all this could have been avoided." But indeed, God is a merciful God, and God knows us. God knows Abraham, and he knew that Abraham was not going to come meet him about this matter. He knew what Abraham was going to do in this situation, and he saved not just Abraham, but Avimelech and his people from Abraham's mistake, error. God knew him, God saved him and his wife, and saved Abimelech and his household. And God still kept his covenant with Abraham. He didn't say, "You could have met me, you didn't trust me, you didn't do this, you didn't that, you know, and you went ahead to sin, lie of omission, you let this other guy marry your wife, you even lied on top of it, say that you guys were just siblings. In fact, you know what? I'm done with this covenant. No more." But God is a covenant keeping God. He is not a man that he should lie. If he has said, he doesn't change his mind. If he has said it, will he not do it? And this was what he did. He made all this circumstance, he moved things around so he could keep his covenant with Abraham, even though Abraham was weak and human, just like you and me. God didn't change his mind about that covenant because of what Abraham did. He still kept to it. It speaks to me on so many levels. Speaks to me on so many levels. So I'll see you tomorrow. Stay blessed and goodbye.